Welcome back to SaharaTV. My name is Rudolf Okonkwo. This is the Skype call segment when we give you the chance to give us feedback on some of the topics we've been discussing today. Of course, if you've been watching us, you know that we spoke to Bishop Kuka, who spoke to us about the situation in Nigeria, the political situation, and the state of the church in northern Nigeria. We also spoke to Richard Odusanya, who talked about Iyabo Obasanjo, her letter, and the whole Obasanjo situation in Nigeria. The topics we are going to discuss today are the Iyabo Obasanjo's letter. We're also going to talk about National Conference, which we understand this week they submitted their report to the president, and that report was received. The president announced that sometime next year there will be a National Conference. And of course, this week again, 37 members of the PDP defected to APC. And APC, they are intensifying their efforts to recruit other politicians to join their party and to make it a majority party. So we are going to talk about these topics. And at the end, I will ask our participants to tell me something that is keeping them up at night. Joining us from Lagos is Darlington. Darlington, welcome to SaharaTV.
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
From Poland, we have Babatunde. Babatunde, welcome to SaharaTV.
Thank you very much, Rudolph.
From Lagos also, we have Tina. Tina, welcome to SaharaTV.
Thank you very much.
From Canada, we have Odebode. Odebode, welcome to SaharaTV.
Thank you very much, Rudolph.
From Maryland, USA, we have Churchill, who is my brother. Churchill, welcome to SaharaTV.
Yeah, thank you, Rudolph.
From Canada, we have Yemi. Yemi, welcome to SaharaTV.
Awesome Bugos.
And also, Colleague Joe, welcome to SaharaTV.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you.
All right. So I'll ask everybody, we'll try to be brief so that we can touch all these topics. We have about 25 minutes. Iyabo Obasanjo's letter. Darlington, let me start from people in Nigeria. How is that playing in Nigeria, both in the media and on the streets? What's going on, Darlington?
Man, it's a talk of the town now, because even those that are hawking newspaper are even printing the thing out and selling it as a newspaper. I mean,
as a book.
Yes.
Like a handout. I saw it like a handout.
The way they sell newspaper, that's how they are selling it.
How much is it? How much is it? Do you know?
To be truthful to you, I didn't price it. I didn't have the time to price it.
Is Obasanjo going to get some of the money from the sales? Do you know?
Not really.
Okay, all right.
But
Tina,
not making it available.
People are just using it to make end meet. You know.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Now, Tina, what is your take about the letters?
The letter started from when Obasanjo decided to write to President Jonathan, and at first it was like the Jonathan's camp. You know, he told them, "Don't talk at the right time. I will reply." And the next thing we heard, they had a meeting in Kenya, and thereafter, you know, words started coming on back foot and insult, and many Nigerians felt some of the things being raised there were things that were already in the minds of every Nigerian. These were things people were complaining about.
Thank you.
These were the main things Obasanjo raised in that letter is what a normal Nigeria, when we sit to talk, these are the things we're talking about. But he also made some statement that looked like an accusation, allegation that needs to be, that need to be talked about. And also the National Human Rights Commission, you know, had to say some of these things we need to sit and talk about it. This is just beyond a letter. And Mr. President, can you reply to these things? And a few days later, we heard of the daughter's letter, of which, you know, the allegation go back and forth. I didn't write it, I wrote it. Vanguard called called Chief Obasanjo, and he was angry. You have published your letter, so why are you calling me? Get out, you know, stuff like that. But it's showing that people, what he said, fine, he is an ex-president, but what he said is what is in the mind of Nigerians. Things are changing. What we expected fresh air, but we are not getting the fresh air. You understand? People voted for the personality of President Jonathan, but what we are getting is a change. It's not what we saw doing those adverts, those presidential campaign jingles. I didn't wear shoe, I trekked, I did this. That's not what we are saying.
But no political officer will escape. No.
Insecurity has increased, corruption is there. You know, if I look at the case in Northeast Nigeria, I may not be there, I'm far from there. But each time I hear such stories, I have what they call, it could be closer home. It could be my brother, it could be my sister. But these people are still Nigerians, but they are on their own as far as I'm concerned. You know, a bomb blast, an attack, the sound of gun to a child in Borno State is like just banger. It's festive period here. People are throwing banger in Lagos. But there is just like a normal thing. How is the psyche of those people? How do they feel? We don't even think they are Nigerians. I'm sure they'll be thinking they are from Chad or Mali. But these are things that are increasing. And when Boko Haram started, it was like a child's play. No, Nigerians cannot be terrorists. No, Nigerians cannot bomb. But who are they? I spoke to a northern friend and he said, I told him, I said, you people are responsible for your problem. He said, what do I mean? I said, when they started, you could have been able to identify them.
Okay, Tina, I will come back to some of these topics, okay? Let me get other people involved in the discussion. Babatunde, what do you think? Did anything change in your perspective of the president or Obasanjo based on the letter that Obasanjo wrote, or the reaction from Obasanjo's daughter, Iyabo?
I thought we were discussing Iyabo's letter.
Yeah, okay, you can start from Iyabo. Okay, do Iyabo. Okay, you can't discuss Iyabo without talking about Obasanjo.
All right.
Obasanjo, exactly.
On Iyabo's letter, I have no comment.
Okay.
And we know who Obasanjo is. So for those who don't know the history of Nigeria, then they need to go read and know what Obasanjo is.
But wait. You said you don't have any comment. Do you think Iyabo's letter is the way some people, a distraction, trying to distract Nigerians from addressing?
It's a distraction.
Okay. All right.
It's a distraction. That's why I'm not interested in it.
Okay.
Exactly. Just like Obasanjo letter is a distraction too.
No, Obasanjo has written a letter to the president which has national consequences, grave national consequences.
All right.
Iyabo has written a letter to her father, which is personal. So let us not take things up here.
Okay. Odebode, do you agree with Babatunde?
Absolutely, I don't agree.
Okay.
Just like Obasanjo letter is a distraction to Jonathan administration, so also the daughter letter to the father is also a distraction to whatever Jonathan Obasanjo has written. Looking at it very well, you forgot the Aliboti scandal, which Obasanjo was involved in. Right now, that Obasanjo is falling out in favor with the current administration. In fact, he wants to be a good elder statesman now and start writing some blackmailing statements.
Okay.
And so Obasanjo should also take note, because the Northerners gave him a favor to make him a military administrator in the 1970s, does not make him a servant to the Northerners. He should not ever think he's there in the South to always want to put the Northerners in power. Right now, if Jonathan is implementing any program Jonathan is implementing that is found wrong, let all Nigerians speak out and go against such program. Rather than talking about Muslim, Christian, Satanist, Northerners, it has always been there. Even right here in Canada, I am. If Canadians are celebrating Independence Day, 1st July, Quebec, which is a French province, they don't celebrate. Yeah. They celebrate something else. Even here in Newfoundland, I am. They are the first nation. They have their own area, which is called Labrador, which is called up there. They have different celebrations there. Come on, Nigeria is a big nation.
Okay, Odebode, hold on. Let me go to Churchill. Churchill, what do you think?
Well, I think the major talking point from Obasanjo's letter is always has always been what most Nigerians know. And there's nothing new there. The only thing is that it's coming from Obasanjo. Say, and what is worrying me more is Jonathan's inaction when it comes to issues of corruption. It's so worrying to the extent that you begin to wonder the type of discussion they have on policy issues on how to move Nigeria forward. So for me, really, that's the most worrying thing that is going on in Nigeria.
Exactly.
Obasanjo highlighted.
Okay. All right. Yemi, last week we spoke about Obasanjo's letter, I believe. This week is Iyabo. Do you know whose letter we'll be talking about next week?
To be frank, I don't really know whose letter we'll be talking about next week. But however,
go ahead.
However, Obasanjo has written a letter to the president, and from all the analysis of Nigerian activists that are in Nigeria, they say we should separate the message from the messenger. What Obasanjo has written.
What irony?
No. Let's hear Yemi. Yemi, go ahead.
What Obasanjo has written, like what Tina said, everybody, common Nigerians on the street, this is what they are agitating for. So irrespective of whoever brings the letter out, whatever. Now, one other thing I would like Bode to understand is that, let me finish. What I want Bode to understand is Nigeria is a corrupt system. 90% of Nigerians are corrupt.
I don't know about that.
Let me finish. Finish. I allowed you to talk. Let me finish.
So don't comment.
A high common person on the street of Nigeria, put him in the arms of, put him as local government chairman. You see what he's going to do. So the point I'm trying to drive at is, rather than discuss on arguing on this person is wrong, that person is wrong, let's start talking about solutions. Let's talking about way forward. What's the way forward than talking about Obasanjo write letter, daughter write letter? I don't give a damn. Let's talk about solution. How are we going to unite together and take this country to the next level?
All right, Yemi, hold on there. Let me go to College Joe. Now, Yemi is talking about solutions. And in Obasanjo's letter, one of the solutions that he recommended was that Jonathan should not run a second term. That's one of the solutions. In Iyabo's own letter, she's recommending that Obasanjo should keep quiet, because he's not right to be talking about these things. Now, do we see these solutions in these letters and discuss it, or are they modeling up the political system?
You see, Rudolf, thank you for all your questions. Like, you see, Nigerians, we don't know how to read essay. We don't know how to read articles. We read the surface and just conclude. We read the first letter and the end and say, yeah, that's it. Now everyone is debating on who wrote the letter. That's the problem I have with Nigerians. Why are you talking about who wrote the letter? Look at the analysis inside the letter. I was going through the media houses. No one was able to, apart from TV 360, was able to, analyze this letter. Now, coming to Iyabo's case, is she writing to Obasanjo as a father or as a political figure? Those are the things we don't know. Is she writing to him at all because he was a former a president or this and that? And that's what I'm looking at. Because in this letter, let's forget about the solution, because he knows Jonathan already said before he was not going to run. So now he's coming out again and saying he's going to run. Jonathan is a dubious person. He's not.
Let him finish. Let him finish. Whoever is talking, let College Joe finish.
He is someone. He's not a leader to me. Because why is it taking you this long to respond to this letter? Okay. Why is it taking you this long to sack?
Man, there are millions of things to attend to.
Hold on. Why is it taking you this long to sack a aviation minister? Why is it taking you this long to set up a committee to discuss on the letter?
What is Odu still doing there?
What is exactly? I'm still asking that question every day.
Because people don't. Yeah, for instance, let me give you an example, Rudolf.
Okay.
Here we have the Ford issue going on. The mayor of Toronto. I'm sure you heard about that. The mayor of Toronto, they set up a committee. Let's talk about this guy. They stripped his power just because he smoked crack.
Yeah.
No, you can't say, College Joe, you can't say that Jonathan has not been setting up committees. I mean, there are so many. But the question is, do they implement?
Hold on, Rudolf. Where is the committee? Has he said anything?
Yeah, that's the point. Okay, all right.
Rudolf, please,
yeah.
I'd like to take College Joe back.
Okay, go ahead. Be quick.
There's a very fundamental issue we're bringing up in this thing that I would not want to support.
Okay.
Jonathan has a right to contest in 2015.
Absolutely.
And for no reason, I will not be party to anybody who comes out to say he should be denied of his fundamental right to contest.
Okay.
Let him contest. If you don't want him,
Exactly.
Nigerians
Let's
vote
vote
now.
him out
Please,
or voting in.
stop
Yeah.
all these kitchen agreements by PDP or whatever.
APC.
It's none of my business.
Today
Please,
APC is PDP. What are we talking about?
If the law permits Jonathan to contest,
all right.
Jonathan,
Let me say
the real issues.
Okay, let me say that you don't speak until I call your name, please, so that we'll be able to hear people. Now the point is that, yeah, that's the key point, and we spoke to Bishop Kuka today, and he said that Jonathan has that right to contest, and nobody should stop him from contesting. Now that leads us to the next question, which is the realignment of political forces in Nigeria. So this week we saw 37 members of the PDP move over to APC in the House of Rep, and they are claiming now that they have majority in the House of Rep. And also we know they are approaching people like Abubakar Atiku and people like even Obasanjo to join APC.
Today.
To join APC. So now, what does that? I'm coming to you, Darlington. What does that say about this new realignment? Is it political? Is it just to stop Jonathan, or is it something more fundamental that is happening in the country? Darlington.
Well, yeah. To me, if I may be asked, to me, their main aim, their main aim is to stop Jonathan. If you watch all this thing that he's doing, to just cut the story short, their main aim is to stop Jonathan. One, Atiku Abubakar and Jonathan is not in good frame of mind, as in they don't talk that much. Buhari and Jonathan are not talking. Obasanjo and Jonathan are not talking. So all these things that you are seeing, they are just like trying to bring their head together to chase Jonathan out of office. Come 2015.
Okay. All right, Babatunde, do you think that will happen? And do you think it's to the benefit of the country?
I honestly, I don't know whether it's to the benefit of the country, but I need to state something here. Jonathan, when he won the last election, he dined with this idiot. Sorry, let me not use the wrong word. He dined with the same set of people and he won the elections. If they have not departed from him, then he has to question himself what is wrong. So there are two things Jonathan had to dine with. He had to convince this old order and also convince Nigerians. Unfortunately, he's losing out with his party members. And at the same time, he has not even convinced the average Nigerians that he means business. See, politics of defection would always happen. I am surprised APC is meeting with IBB and co. Well, I don't endorse that. That's their problem. But I'm telling you, the president himself is isolating himself. In 2011, they all went on rally together. They did campaign together. When all was rosy, when all was going well to get power, nobody cried. So this is an alliance against Jonathan. I am not deceived. But if that is the way to get Jonathan out, incompetency, please let Nigerians vote. And if they don't, I mean, this is not black and white. You can see those who are opposing Jonathan, and Jonathan will run.
All right. Thank you, Babatunde. Tina, now there are two worlds, I believe. The one that you see on social media and the one on the street in Nigeria. Do you think that your opinion is similar to what people on the streets of Nigeria think about all these realignments, in terms of, are they buying the argument that Jonathan has to go because of what?
The people on the street, what they want to see the dividends of democracy. People want to have lights. People want to have roads. People want to have health facilities. I went to a community yesterday in Lagos. It's called Bishop Koji Island. And when I got there, I said, "Is this Lagos?" That was it's a community of 50,000 people. They don't have lights. There's no light there. They don't have water. They have only one health center. They have only one primary school. There's no secondary school there, and it's in Lagos, and Lagos is working. So people want to see dividends of democracy. Whether it's APC or PDP or KKK or, people want to feel, if there is democracy, let us know. But
let us see the dividend.
They are shifting, they are not shifting. A man that is selling bread outside or a woman that is selling paratha, it's not their business. They will say it's just an acronym of names that are changing. We want to know that there is a government in power. So they should change
or they should shift. Before 2015, there will be another alliance. They will come up with another umbrella or another broom or another, maybe there to be sword. Who knows?
No, catapult.
The sense of democracy. People want to know there's a government. For me, what I saw yesterday in that place, I had to ask. Yeah, I know if I take it up, I write a story, they will say they are not Nigerians. Just the way they say Makoko people are not Nigerians. They are from Egu, but they are Lagosians. And democracy in Lagos is working. So when they change APC, PDP, the woman selling bread outside is not her business. She wants to see the evidence and difference of democracy. That's all.
Okay, very good. Odebode, now people were looking at APC as an alternative to PDP. What do you think about this idea of getting anybody who is dissatisfied in the PDP to come to APC? Would that make the voters to be confused about which one is the alternative to the other one?
I'm not kind of confused of what is going on, because right from time I've been saying it's not a matter of party, it's a matter of individuals. Donald Duke took over Cross River State and transformed Cross River State. It was a PDP man. Amechi was a PDP man, right? Fashola is an APC man and transformed Lagos State. All these people cannot do everything once. That's what I'm saying. It's an individual effort. It's an individual, not a matter of party. Okay, but before I answer your question, what I want every Nigerian to know is that, first and foremost, the North has just one agenda. 2015, power must return to the North. So for sure, APC as an alternative is going to pick a Northern candidate. Everybody knows that. Now, PDP, who is a ruling party, has an incumbent president who is from the South and who is also willing to take over power. So now, let us destroy PDP. Since PDP is not going to bring another candidate, and look for the alternative, which is APC, who is definitely going to be a northern candidate. And two, Obasanjo has always been the boy of the North, because normally, if you read the history very well, it ought to be Danjuma that's supposed to be the head of state. But Danjuma stepped down for Obasanjo, and ever since then, Obasanjo has been a mouthpiece for the North. Everybody knows that. That's why I'm not surprised when he brought that letter. Everything he wrote about the letter, North-South dichotomy, Christian-Muslim, it is true, and it's going to remain like that. There's no way, even your house, there's still going to be a dichotomy. It's going to remain like that. And he also made mention of politics is a game of number. Oh, okay, he believes the Northerners have the largest population, so they will always get power. But come on, there's a time for us to watch. Instead of war, let us judge. This is the time for us to talk. That's the essence. That national conference is coming up next year. Let everybody talk. There's too much power in Abuja. It is very, very wrong. Every region, every state should be able to handle its resources and take care of their needs. I don't see, if I'm in Sokoto State, I don't see any reason why I should go to work on Friday. Friday should be a public holiday in Sokoto State. But in Niger Delta, where there are Christians, I can go to work on Friday. We all have different ideology. Let us balance it. I have been to Dubai. I enjoyed Dubai. It's a Muslim state. By 12 o'clock, everywhere is shut down. Everybody is praying. I respect that. If I go to Sokoto, I want to see that. If I'm in the south, I go to Jerusalem. I go to Italy. We have differences. Let us respect that differences. But we want everything to be in Abuja. That's why the power is, everybody's running to Abuja now. Everybody wants to get Jonathan out, because whoever is in Abuja is always in charge of the country. Control the country is terrible. I am in Newfoundland. Sorry, one more point. I'm in Newfoundland now. They have massive oil wells offshore. Even up to 300 nautical miles offshore from here. This region, this province, Newfoundland and Labrador, they're in charge of that resources, not the entire Canada. Alberta has a lot of oil sand. Alberta is in charge of it and pay revenue to the federal government. Come on. We need to break this power in Abuja, or else this nation will never settle. Everybody will keep fighting.
Thank you. But Odebode, I'm going to Churchill. Yeah.
Let me make a point.
Okay.
Because I think most Nigerians don't really understand what democratic process is. APC coming together and forming a formidable opposition in Nigeria is the best thing that is happening to our democratic process. I don't trust any of them in APC from Tinubu down, except Buhari. But the good thing it does for our democratic process, if at the end of the day, whether they win in 2015 or not, what it does is that PDP, if they remain in power, will be fearful of the opposition. And that, to an extent, is going to moderate the way they govern. Let me give you an instance. In Imo State, in the last election, Orochas succeeded in defeating PDP using a clean democratic process by getting the masses, the populace in Imo State to vote for him. It worked for them. But right now, he's having serious issue. And the people of Imo State have come to realize that the power to choose who governs them belongs to them. So that is putting Okorocha at the edge, and he's aware of that and trying to make amends. So if you look at the holistic picture of what the opposition is doing in Nigeria, and you believe in democratic process, you are going to be very happy. That was why those of us from Anambra State were worried about this last election, not because APGA won, but because it says undemocratic.
Okay, Yemi, let me come to you. If Bode's idea is right, which is that APC will put up a northern candidate, let's assume that that happens. Do you think that the alliance is going to survive to the point of winning the election, defeating Jonathan, or do you think that will destroy the alliance? Yemi, are you there?
Rudolf,
yes.
That is a wonderful question. And sadly,
go ahead, Yemi.
I think it's breaking up.
Okay, I think we'll get back to him. College Joe, can you pick up that question?
I didn't get the question.
The question is, if Bode's idea is right and APC, they field a northern candidate, do you think that the coalition or this coming together of all these political actors will survive to the point of defeating PDP and Jonathan in 2015?
That's a tricky question, but it's easy to answer too. But before I answer that question, I want to correct Bode for what he said, because it's talking about individual. But don't forget that political parties have an influence on individual a lot. So then to come to your question, you see, we have not had any credible election. And I don't think we're going to have any. So these people coming together.
That was 2011.
No, it wasn't credible.
So let us give ourselves a pat at the back if we do something good.
No, 2011 was not credible. Let's forget about the history.
Okay. Let's let Joe, College Joe, continue. We'll get back to you guys. Yeah.
So again, Anambra State election was a significant example, and we can't organize a credible election in just a state. So we're talking about a full state. So it's gonna turn to like a violent kind of election, because now if let's say PDP win according to the rigged election, then what? After they can't go to tribunal because the court system is not justifiable. So no matter how they come together, I know that it's going to be hard for them to win. With the system we have in place, because we don't have a system that justifies a credible election.
Okay, Yemi, are you there? Okay, I think we lost Yemi entirely.
Rudolf, can I come in?
Okay, go ahead.
I think I'm a little bit confused on what exactly the direction is. Credible election is an issue on its own. I think we should not overeat the polity with the idea that APC wants to field a northerner. My question is that northerner not a Nigerian?
Yes, sir.
Those of you who are shouting ethnicity, tribalism, blah, 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 are the same people who are trying to punish a political party for fielding a Nigerian. For heaven's sake, when Jonathan was going to run in 2011, I was told that he's from the Niger Delta as an Ijaw man. As long as he's a Nigerian, he can run. If APC is going to field a Kanuri man, Igbo man, Ijaw man, Ishekiri man, it's not the issue. Let APC field a candidate. The question is, vote for one of the candidates. APC, see, are you expecting the political parties to have members from Moon, or from America, or from Singapore, or from Japan? They're going to select Nigerians. So if APC...
Rudolf, I've not answered my question. No.
Okay, go ahead.
If APC comes with the opinion of fielding a northerner, please let us not get so much into this. Oh, northerners want power. Are you not happy that they even want the power through the electoral system?
Okay, I have
for military takeover.
Okay, thank you.
They're asking for
let me stop you there. When you come back to you can continue. Let me go back to Yemi. Yemi, we have to round up because we have another topic to run through before we go. Go ahead, Yemi. Yemi, are you there?
I am so happy the way Baba today answered.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Rudolf?
Yeah, go ahead.
Rudolf?
We can hear you, Yemi. Go ahead.
Hello,
hear you.
Rudolf.
Go ahead. Yes. Go ahead. Yes.
So I like the way Baba today answered. It's exactly, that's the problem we have. The Nigerian masses, they keep on dividing themselves along ethnic and religious line. Look, it doesn't matter wherever the person is from. The question is, can he do the job? If he can do the job, if he's whoever he is, let's vote for him and let the country move forward. And we keep on dividing ourselves. He's Hausa, he's South. Can he do the job? When Jonathan was campaigning, on the first day, I knew that man would not deliver. So I'm not surprised today. I've spoken to my friends that are from Niger Delta, from Bayelsa. Hey, my guy, waiting happen. You like waiting Jonathan they do? Most of them don't like it. They say he hasn't been, he didn't fulfill what he said he's going to do. So the point is, going forward, let whichever party produce their candidate. We know PDP is going to produce Jonathan. Let ABC bring their own, and let's see their manifesto. Let them come to debate. I hope Jonathan will appear for a debate this time around. Let them come for a debate. Let us see what they have to offer, and let the Nigerian masses decide who to vote for. But they forget from north, from south.
Godfatherism is because of all this.
That's what we want.
Okay, Yemi, I have to stop you there. Let's go to... Hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold on. So now, I like what the example Bode gave about the North. Having to work on Friday worries me too. I feel if I'm a Muslim and I live in Nigeria, I would like to have Friday off. And so that will lead us to the next topic, which is the national conference. Yes. We know that Jonathan said this week that it's going to happen next year, and he already instructed the Minister of Finance to provide money for that conference. And he said also something very important, which is that during the conference will help. At the end of the conference, there will be less public open letters that Nigerians will be reading. So that means that it will solve all of our problems. Darlington, are you looking forward to the conference? And if you have the chance, what will you propose?
Well, to me, the problem is not having the conference. Okay? The problem is not having the conference. The main problem is, are we going to implement what the masses said in the conference?
Okay.
You understand where I'm going to? It's because we have been having many conferences, we have been having many discussions, we have been having many sectors. After all said and done, what is the product of that conference? What is the product of that committee? What is the product of what is being discussed? Is it being implemented?
Okay, we will get to that.
Are they hearing the voice of the masses?
Yeah.
What's the problem?
Darlington, we'll get to that, but I want from you, what will you propose if you have the opportunity and you believe that what you propose will be implemented? What will you propose?
I like that question.
Good. I will propose one, jobs, to provide jobs for our youth.
Okay, thank you. That's enough. Let me go because we are running out of time. I want everybody to have the chance to contribute. Babatunde, what will you propose?
Non-politicians, non-state actors who are involved in the political system should be allowed to be part of the system, and we should work towards confederating. That's all.
Okay. Tina, what will you propose?
People in the grassroots should nominate who they want to represent them. There should be no imposition of who go to the conference to talk on their behalf. Let the people elect their representative.
That's very good. Odebode, what will you propose?
Weaken the power at the center, which is Abuja, and let each region or state or geopolitical zone decide their future and manage their resources effectively.
Okay, very good. Churchill, what will you propose?
Yeah, I think power decentralization is the key thing we need to do.
Yeah.
Yemi, what will you propose?
We lost him.
Okay. College, what will you propose?
I will propose that there's a philosophy that says you come under the veil of ignorance. So all of us will come together, dropping our differences, our ethnic differences, our religious differences, our culture, and come in as human in that country. Okay. We're going to bisect and dissect the issue affecting Nigeria.
All right. I understand that I have 1 minute. So I will run through everybody again. What is keeping you up at night? One thing. Darlington.
Me?
Yes.
Well, I will say my laptop.
Your laptop, good. What sites do you visit? Anyway.
Sahara Sports, SaharaTV.
No, I'm not sure it's Sahara about that time of the night.
Sahara is off at that time of the night. It's off at that point. Okay, but Batunde, what's keeping you up at night?
My research work,
Very good. This is a good student. Tina, what's keeping you up at night?
My work.
Okay.
I'm awake every day for 3 hours at least.
Wow. So nothing about Nigeria is keeping you up at night?
No, my work. I go online, I study, I write stories. My brain is settled at that time.
Okay. Odebode, what's keeping you up at night?
Finishing my postgraduate study, worked some few years, and think I have to go back home and contribute to make that country better. That is my country.
That's nice.
That's good. Churchill, what's keeping you up at night?
In Nigerian sense, what is keeping me up at night is that I think most of my colleagues back home seem to be worse than the Jonathan and co we are talking about.
Exactly.
Yemi, what's keeping you up at night? No, Yemi is gone. College, what's keeping you up at night?
What's keeping me up every night and what worries me every night is, the fear of this present generation. Like, the fear that they're going to succumb and, they buy into the idea of this corruption. And that's my fear, that we don't have we don't have that legacy we saw in Mandela or in this our generation. I'm scared.
I don't think so.
So that's what's keeping me up at night. Thank you.
Do you want to be our Mandela?
I can be.
Let me.
Rudolf, please. I must add. Sorry.
Okay.
Since I came over here, this place has made me a better Nigerian than I used to be. It makes me feel that I don't belong here. I have a place I belong to. Okay. That's one thing I love.
All right.
All Nigerians outside the country, they know that.
Yeah.
Yemi's back. Yemi's back.
All right. Yemi, are you back?
Yes, I am.
Just to tell us in a second or two, what's keeping you up at night?
Well, I'm sleeping well, to be frank. I'm okay. I'm sleeping well, but Nigeria.
I mean, that's not fair.
I am being sincere now.
He's being sincere. Go ahead, Yemi.
Go ahead.
But Nigeria 2015 is what's actually keeping, quote and unquote, keeping me up.
Okay.
And the funny thing is, the mindset of Nigerians, especially Tina and Darlington, the mindset is very different from the way we are thinking over here. We're thinking they should vote out PDP, but I think...
No, don't bring party into here, not PDP. Look at individuals.
All right, you guys.
You are always campaigning for APC.
We're out of time.
It's not fair.
We're out of time. I want to...
No.
Yeah, but don't call
Yemi, that's okay.
I have my right to support any party I like now.
Yemi, that's okay.
I'm waiting for the South Sudan.
APC invited
Okay, you guys, hold on. Yemi, I want to talk to Tina. Tina has something she wanted to talk about. Tina, are you there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, the South Sudan crisis.
Okay, go ahead. What is your take on that? What should go on? We have like 30 seconds. They're telling me to round up, please.
South Sudan is just 2 years old. They left Sudan 2 years ago, and they became the newest country in the world. And today, it's about a week the crisis started, and I guess about 1,000 people are already dead.
Yeah.
What is causing the crisis? Somebody was removed from government, and this ethnic group they started fighting. When they were in Sudan, what made them leave Sudan? Exactly. They felt leaving Sudan will make them a better country, better people. Yeah. But still within themselves, they are divided. And when I studied the crisis, I was like, it's still the same, just somehow what we have in northern part of our country. We have the Christians, we have the Muslims. Why in South Sudan they have the Dinka and they have the Nuer group. So what is it? It's the same ethnic, the same religious thing that still divides an African man. The same sentiment that is being used. Okay, this person is not your tribe, this person is your tribe. The time we come and look at this and say that is not our issue, these are not our problem, then I guess we'll keep seeing more and more. If you look at what is happening in CAR, that's Congo, it's the same thing.
All right, Tina, thank you so much. No, I'm not taking any calls from anybody again. Okay. No, thank you guys. We are really out of time.
Respect, be united with it. That is it.
Darlington, thank you so much for joining us from Lagos.
Even in Canada, they are so different like Nigeria too.
Rudolf, it's an appreciation. I appreciate you.
I'm horrible.
All right. Darlington, thank you so much for joining us. Babatunde in Poland, Tina in Lagos, Odebode in Canada, Churchill in Maryland, Yemi in Canada, and College in Canada. Thank you guys. When we come back, I understand that this is the end of our show, and I want to thank everybody involved in the production of the show today. We are now going to play the shows Keeping It Real with Adiola, Inside the Diaspora, and Dr. Damages. And we wish you a Merry Christmas, and we will see you here in the new year. Bye.